coronavirus cases in Virginia hit new records, Northam asked people to do the right thing. An emotional governor, Ralph Northam, pleaded with Virginians on Wednesday to do the right thing. Through the Thanksgiving holiday, as new coronavirus cases hit record levels in the state and the pandemic continues to devastate the nation. I'll tell you what really affected me was seeing mobile morgues outside hospitals because there's no place to put the dead. Northam said when asked why he imposed new pandemic restrictions last week, "We don't need that to happen in Virginia." COVID breaker 19. COVID breaker 19. STL fumbles and gets oval orange tackles. Day one article. Miami to Canada. U.S. still in COVID. Will it fall like the Roman Empire? Day two. Federal government says St. Louis is in jeopardy of losing federal funds. We are in a biological and psychological war. We have been biologically and psychologically attacked. Biologically attacked. You can see the mask on faces. Psychologically attacked. Wow. Say so? Social distance 6 feet. Americans' rugged individualism. Let's get it. Herd immunity. The resistance to the spread of a contagious disease within a population that results if a sufficiently high proportion of individuals are immune to the disease, especially through vaccines. Herd immunity occurs when a large portion of the community, the herd, becomes immune to a disease, making the spread of a disease from person to person unlikely. As a result, the whole community becomes protected, not just those who are immune. COVID-19 is a crime. COVID-19 is health disease. COVID-19 is mental health disease. COVID-19 is environmental and inter-environmental issues. Day one article, Miami to Canada, U.S. still in COVID, will it fall like the Roman Empire? We have been biologically attacked, and for 7-8 months, going on a year now, America is still last in this contest, in this hope, in this challenge, in this warfare. How is America faring? Psalms 21:11. For they intended evil against thee. They imagine an evil device which they are not able to perform. They're not able to perform it. I would not perform it for them. When they get able, what's going on? What?
Yeah, darling, you just scared.
No. Day one article. This ain't the falling romantic empire. This is not the falling romantic empire. I love the country, but not like that. COVID-19 phase blank. What phase of COVID-19 are we in? What phase will we get out of COVID-19? It is time to get out of COVID-19. We have a 24/7 pandemic. 24/7 pandemic with a 9-to-5 Monday through Friday solution group. Where is our leadership? We are attacked in a war, biologically and psychologically, internally, known from an outside force, known from an outside places. And they on recess, just playing hopscotch and tetherball. Where is our leadership to lead us out of COVID-19? Where are our novel coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic task forces? When will the country open back up? USA, and the double recession of the W. VK series self-feeding V, and the K of what's up and in the recovery, and what's down and out. We've been on the Bayesian economics of making sure we calculate the probability of uncertainty while we're dealing with rate and frequency. We're also working with the self-feeding V on the economic graph and a K on the economic graph. Self-feeding V in, how do we get in this mess? Self-feeding V out, how do we economically and domestically get ourselves economically out? 2.2 plus stimulus now. Put the power back in the hands of the American people. Put it in the hands of individuals that are ready to be capital generators and creators. When are we getting out of COVID-19? COVID-19 phase blank. What phase? Healthy ways of life for recovery, internal, external, unseen, seen, biological, psychological challenges, attacks, confronts, building your strength and immunity for healthier lifestyles for the individual, group and individual, mature adult, air and water grown. We have been shown and we have seen during the quarantine that the air without all the cars is very much fresher. We know that we need air to live. Without air, fresh air, we will die. Our earth protects us. We are having more asteroids and meteor showers because of the weak atmosphere. You didn't care, I guess, but now you see on your face is a mask. The earth is telling you the air is getting weak to protect you. Mature adult, fresh air and water grown. We've seen decay over the last 10 years. We've seen our water becoming more contaminated. We're seeing our food becoming more contaminated. COVID-19, when will we get out? Herd immunity It's the resistance to the spread of a contagious disease within a population that results if a sufficiently high proportion of individuals are immune to the disease, especially through vaccination. St. Louis, EMTs and police will take the vaccine for the country. St. Louis, EMTs and police will take the vaccine first for the country.
Yeah, I understand.
Take the vaccine.
I understand.
Waiting on the vaccine, other countries have cycled out of COVID-19 without a vaccine. We are last. What? Waiting on a miracle snake oil. What? You waiting on a miracle drug? When will we get out of COVID-19? Herd immunity occurs when a large portion of a community, the herd, becomes immune to a disease, making the spread of disease from person to person unlikely. As a result, the whole community becomes protected, not just those who are immune. COVID-19 is crime, so getting out of COVID-19 will be ending crime. We do not need crime at all. Crime is a disease. It is a social disease, of course, and it is a disease within criminal individuals. Nonetheless, it is a disease. Getting out of COVID-19, it will get rid of that disease. Herd immunity will be the first crime-free city. Of course, bad news already won. COVID-19 is health disease. And we see many health disorders and disease. Getting our health in order, becoming a healthier people, is how we get out of COVID-19. 6 feet of social distance. 6 feet of social distance and our 6 degrees of separation. So there's some relativity. In our 6 degrees of separation, we say, in America what? We are rugged individuals. We have a principle of rugged individuals. So we know in our relativity there is some absolute in the metaphysical. A rugged individual. Herd immunity. COVID-19 is mental health disorders. There are too many devices to mention. Too many devices to mention. Psalms 21:11, for they intended evil against thee. They imagine an evil device which they are not able to perform. They get too able, I just tell them that they can't. But I would not perform it for them. They are not able. They are not able. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, the mystery of lawlessness, incorrect thoughts, can lead to strong delusion. American motto is time is money. American motto is time is money. Per president, kill the virus. So when will we get out of COVID-19? When COVID-19 phase 1? In what phase leadership will take us out of COVID-19? We've been on 10 years of decay, 10 years of developing the lower self chemistry, 10 years of developing our lusts and cravings and thirsts. Hell, we even developed products around our lusts and cravings and thirsts. And hey, we do to drink fresh water. Herd immunity.
At work today, and someone was like,
COVID-19 is the environmental issues. Our environmental issues. We're talking about fresh water, because we're going to go with air and water. We're going air and water worldwide. Whole world butterfly and water. Let's get to some domestic remedies, and we also get to some domestic contests and challenges economically for innovations for all the COVID-19 compliment. Domestic remedies we've been using: peppermint spearmint, eucalyptus, peppermint spearmint, eucalyptus, citric acid, lemon, orange, and using steam, humidifiers, anything you can do to generate steam with alcohol, steam with lemon alcohol. Was it Atlanta? They have lemon hand sanitizer. And candy cane. We're going to get to the cosmetology and the peppermint. The peppermint and the cosmetology, and how, at the beginning, of course, some know that they used to put leeches on people at barbershops as health remedies. Which brings us to the peppermint and the intertwining peppermint, but the caduceus symbol that we know as a symbol of health. You see two snakes. They are not intertwined. You see two snakes and they are not intertwined. Herd immunity. Quick on the economic challenges. First one, we all like our fountain drinks. COVID-19, we're good. COVID-19 understanding 6 feet of social distance. And we all have some OCD. So we go to get our fountain drinks and we have to touch. Oh, don't tell us now. We need to hurry up and invent something because you're touching the tops with everybody. We need to make a top. The innovation of this, of course, will go to every type of place that distributes fountain drinks. It can go out to the, we've done some from the side, it can drop down, it can shoot up, it can slide from side to side. Let's go. Next, of course, is water conservation. Water conservation gadget for the shower. For the shower. You don't need to leave that water running like that. Don't need to leave it running. But we want to keep it the same temperature. We need a device that does that. Not electronic, please. Thank you. Let's get mechanical. They integrate. But anyway, integrating. Mature adult, fresh and water grown. The fact that hotels will have it first, and of course new homes will have to have more water conservation techniques. And of course aftermarket water conservation techniques. Get a contest, let's go, it's a race, racism. Race for the capital. USA, USA, and the double recession of the W. VK series, self-feeding V and the K of what's up and in, and the recovery of what's down and out. Weeks. Weeks. Week. On the economic graph, we're talking, we are in our second recession. expecting recession, economic recession. We do not need to go down to go up. You can go up and then go up. You can go up, plateau, and then go up. Herd immunity, self-feeding bee. The self-feeding bee and the double recession W. Then of course the K is what we're doing also economically. What will stay and what will go, even simultaneously. The K on the graph has one going up, one going down, simultaneously. So for COVID-19 recovery, what will go up and what will go down? Air and water, mass transit, personal mobility, innovation, hybrid, electric, alternative, clean energy sources for automobile or no automobile. Clean water goals 2025 to 2030. Clean air goals of 2023 to 2025. Clean water and clean air. Needed. We've been in a decade of decay. I'm gonna be real and real and real. We're gonna talk about chemistry and we're gonna talk about the Constitution of the U.S. When I say the Constitution, I mean, yeah, the parchment, the paper Constitution, but I mean the Constitution of every rugged individual. The Constitution of each rugged individual. So, our chemistry as Americans. We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Do and ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. All right? So, survival of the fittest. Lifestyles and ideas. Survival of the fittest is natural selection, right? Oh, we got the biggest bomb. We're in a psych war and a bio war. Biology, biological. But natural selection. And the product of our environment. Nature and nurture. Our natures. Lower self, flesh, nature. We know our natures, we thirsty. We want some fresh water. The Constitution of the United States, freedom, democracy, free enterprise, rugged individualism, a perfect union, common defense, herd immunity, unlikely, passing from person to person, unlikely. COVID. COVID-19. Breaker 19. Self-feeding wheat. It showed up again right before the ID. Coronavirus disease, Nobel coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic, panic them. Psych war, bio war, alien hypothermal attack. Take us to your leader. COVID-19 Covenant 9. Covert 1 through 9 action power. Covert becoming cocoon 19 butterfly. World butterfly, fresh iron water. Health, mental health, and water economics. USA, and the double recession of the W. 2.2 plus stimulus now. Put the power back in the hands of the American people. Put in the hands of the individuals that are ready to be capital generators and creators. Healthy ways of life for recovery. Internal, external, unseen and seen, biological, psychological challenges, attacks, confronts, building your strength and immunity for healthier lifestyles for the individual group, and individual. We got to get out of COVID-19. We got to get out of COVID-19. They say we are in this together. We must get out of it together. One go in, we all go through it. Ain't doing right yet. Herd immunity. The resistance to the spread of a contagious disease within a population, the results if a sufficiently high proportion of individuals are immune to the disease, especially through vaccination. Herd immunity occurs when a large portion of a community, the herd, becomes immune to a disease, making the spread of disease from person to person unlikely. As a result, the whole community becomes protected, not just those who are immune. COVID-19 is crime. We must get out of crime. COVID-19 is health disease. We must be a healthier people. COVID-19 recovery will be in recovering from mental health disorders. And COVID-19 is intra-environment and environmental issues. Intra-environment and environmental issues. And we must recover. All environments matter. All environments matter. This ain't the fallen romantic empire. I love the country, but not like that. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed grace on thee and crowned thy good with citizenhood from sea to shining sea. That's a song called America the Beautiful.
I don't even know if you can see it, so I didn't get